Hey everyone, it's Michael and
Ruben!
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, bringing you the epicest of epic buybackings that are around anywhere in the world.
We've got a super unique one today. I don't know if we've done one quite this big for this coin before.
This is like I don't think I've ever seen this many Krugerrands in one spot.
Not in real life.
No, that's right.
And we'll get to that in a minute because I have seen this many before, but in a very different format. So
That's right.
Let's take a look at what we've got.
So these are a beautiful coin. We've had these sold back in today. So there is just over 400 of them. So about 14 kilos of Krugerrands, and there's a variety of years. We've got just a smattering of them here. So that one's 1970, and I think the latest one that we found up to now is about 1979, 1980, something like that. And I love the fact that all these are Krugerrands. All these are 22 carat, so they're not pure gold, although they have 1 ounce of pure gold in them, and they're mixed with a little bit of copper to give them strength for circulating. But you can just see the difference in colours across that range that I've got there. And it is the fact that some of them are a bit older, so there's different tonings there. But the most of the difference in colouring is actually because of the composition. They're all 1 ounce of gold, but, you know, like they're heated to different temperatures. It might be different copper sourced from a different area. So it's all got these different tones and hues through the variety of years as you go on. You can see I'm geeking out right now.
We're loving it.
So it's just like you never get to see these things side by side. It just doesn't happen. You don't get these number.
And so remarkably well preserved from that time.
Absolutely.
As well.
So these have come across from South Africa. A family has brought them from South Africa many, many years ago, brought them to Australia, locked them up in a vault over in Australia. And these basically haven't seen the light of day since they landed in Australia.
When they were getting sold back, we were actually told that we were about the second or third people ever to see them, obviously besides those that made them, after being put into storage. So it's they basically have not seen the light of day since being put into storage. So.
And you can tell, like, the condition they're in is it's just beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen Krugerrands of this age in this condition before. Like, they're just beautiful. They're fantastic. And what a collection, hey?
Now, with something like this, obviously we're talking insane premiums, right, Michael?
Normally you're talking insane premiums. You're also talking GST normally on these. So not only do you have to pay the premium, but you've got to pay a GST over the top because they're not a pure coin. Because we've bought so many of them all in one hit, we've actually managed to do a fantastic deal. So we are actually going to sell these at spot price, including GST, which for a Krugerrand is unheard of. I've never seen them at that price. I don't think we'll ever see them again at that price.
And they will probably go very fast at that price.
And they will go incredibly fast. Now, just to clarify, that's spot price. So I actually should have looked what spot was before I jumped on the camera. But it's spot price including GST. We're not adding that on later. So you are purely paying spot for it. And if you happen to be travelling overseas in the next 28, 30 days, you can actually take that invoice with you and the coin with you as you go overseas, and you can claim that component of GST back from the government as you cross through customs. And that way you're actually buying your gold at 90-ish% of spot instead of full spot price.
Which I did recently, and I'll put a link to that just in the card up there on the right. But the disadvantage I had is that I didn't get it at spot. And so, you know, that's it. I did actually lose out ever so slightly because of that. But when you can get it at spot price, it is a fantastic way to do it. And you've got that opportunity here and now.
But they're like just a stunning coin. Like, irrespective of price and all that sort of stuff, it adds flavour and character to your stack because obviously they're a coin from another country. They've all got a story to them. It's a beautiful place, a beautiful country with a rich history, and you've got this remarkable coin that was actually brought across from there in someone's luggage to move their wealth, not illegally or anything along those sort of lines, but it's purely just a way to move your wealth from one country to another, and that's how they did it as a family. And I've said it on camera before many times, I love the stories behind coins, and when you can get a story or a flavour added to your stack at spot price, you can't go wrong.
And that's it. There's an understanding there of, hey, this is a great way to store wealth and move it, and quite, I'd say, embedded in the culture far more than Australia. And so it's always cool to see and hear stories like that of people using gold. Basically how it's designed, how it's
designed to be used. That's exactly right.
Exactly. And of course, that's it. I think we're both geeking out a little bit at the Lethal Weapon reference in there of over $1 million worth of Krugerrands.
Which is exactly what this is. And you can't do it justice in tubes. I'd love to have just splayed it out across the table.
Well, we'll see how we go. If I'm feeling confident, we might even get some shots of them piled together, but we'll see.
Obviously, they're still secondhand, don't get me wrong. So, there'll be the occasional mark on them. But
the one we highlighted down there, some a little bit more tone than others. But
yeah, but look at the one next to it. It's in almost perfect condition.
Yeah.
I don't have a loop on it or anything, but, that's brilliant.
So, we're ticking a lot of boxes. 14 kilos plus. Over $1 million worth of gold being bought back at spot price. But I don't know what more you can go for.
Right.
Gold at spot. Great reference in there, and some great stories to tell as well.
It will, and it will go really quickly. I know we say this quite frequently, and we saw what happened with the Wedgetail Eagles the other day, but it will go quickly. So, if you're in the market for an ounce or more of gold, and you want something that's just that little bit different. Funnily enough, I'm going to go on a little bit longer. I was talking to someone today about sovereigns and how you used to be able to buy sovereigns fairly easily at that, little bit over spot sort of thing, but now, with the increased interest in gold, precious metals and sovereigns, you can't get them for that anymore. They've driven up in price. It's the same sort of thing with Krugers, where the interest is there. People start to take an interest in them, and you'll actually find that over time, it wouldn't be unusual for them to actually increase in price irrespective of spot price because of what they are.
The age, the condition, all that kind of stuff plays an effect.
Yeah, look at that. It's just... Okay, I'll stop geeking out now. We'll draw close to this.
We're better.
Yeah. All right, that's it for now. It really is. I don't think we'll ever see this many Krugerrands in the same spot again for a long time. So it's been good fun.
Very unique buybacking. We will see you all in the next video.
Sounds good. See ya.